Right, lads, welcome to On The Bench TV. How are you all on this fine Sunday? How are you all doing today? I've got a bit of a head cold, guys, I'm not going to lie. It's been a bit of a crap day for me. You know what it's like when men get colds? It's like, oh God, I feel like I'm dying. But, welcome to the stream, lads. What are we going to be talking about in this one? Thomas Lemar on his future. There's some quotations that we're going to be talking about in this one. Plus, there's a few rumours that you guys brought to my attention surrounding Emre Can today. Bit of an update there, whether you want to call it an update or is it just hearsay. And Mohamed Salah as well. I think that's what we're going to cover pretty much in this one. And then, I will speak to you lot, see what you guys have to say on it all as well. Let me just say hello to everyone. Hello, hello. Any of you guys having a roast dinner on this Sunday? Have you had your roasts and stuff? It's family day, isn't it? So I've got a house full. Luckily, the missus has took the son and there's other kids around and stuff. So, it's a bit quiet here at the moment. But it's not quiet here today at all, really, guys. Nakeeb says, hi, Daz. Welcome to the stream, Nakeeb. The Giwi, he rejected Arsenal. He rejected Arsenal. Michael Dunn, hey, Daz. Welcome to the stream, lads. You're right, Michael, mate. Welcome to the stream, Giwi. Adam, happening, Daz. What's up, Adam, mate? Welcome to the stream. Jay, welcome to the stream, Jay. Fahim, yo, welcome, Fahim, mate. Gavin, Daz has man flu. I do indeed, Gavin. I feel like I'm dying, Gavin. You know what it's like? My missus said to me today, she was like, oh, like, are you really ill? And I was like, yeah. I got man flu. And she was like, oh, God, so it is bad then. I was like, it's serious, baby. It's really serious. I'm not interested in him now, says LJ. I think a few people kind of do share your thoughts with that one, LJ. I was never fully convinced by Thomas Lemar in the first place, to be fair, LJ. Thomas Lemar says for him, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. Irish HD channel. Hi, welcome to the stream, Irish, mate. How are you today? Hi, Daz. We'll join in a sec, just eating tea. No problems there, mate. No problems whatsoever. Right. As long as Daz never catches Man United flu. Oh, James, God help us if I catch that, you know what I mean? That will never happen. That will never happen. I will catch back up with what you guys are talking about, but let's jump straight into what I'm talking about. The main topic is obviously Thomas Lemar. So let's start with Emre Can, shall we? Because, it kind of does link with the Mo Salah things as well today. What I'm seeing, what you guys have brought to my attention. It wasn't really... Sundays isn't really a day that I tend to try and keep up to date with Liverpool, to be fair. I did do a bit of checking earlier to see whether there was an update surrounding Joe Gomez, because I promise you guys I would let you know if I knew anything new. And the latest with Joe Gomez is he will be remaining with the England, at the England camp. He'll be remaining with the national team. But there's no real updates. It's that he's still got an ankle injury, but they're still looking to see how serious it is. But he is staying with the national team. So they're saying that it doesn't look that serious. But on the other hand, they're not really giving us a massive update. That's what I saw earlier on today, And then, like I say, we got family over and everything. Now I've had 2 minutes to actually be able to set up a live stream and that. So I don't know whether anything new has come out about that. If there is, guys, then feel free to put it in the chat and we speak about that one. But as far as I've seen so far today, we're no wiser with Joe Gomez, apart from the fact that he will be remaining with the national team. However, Emre Can will be coming home because of the back injury, guys. All right, so Emre Can's looks a little bit more serious. He's coming back to Liverpool to receive further treatment on that back injury. All right, so that's a bit of an injury update straight away. Then we talk about this Emre Can situation that you guys sent me messages over this morning. Emre Can wants at least £200,000 a week. That's what you guys said to me. I believe, am I right, guys? I think you lot must be getting these reports from the Mirror, because that was kind of where I'm seeing all the headlines linking back to, seems to be the Mirror, which I'm not going to lie to you guys, I don't know whether you should really be going off the Mirror. Plus, the Mirror's sources that they give and that, don't seem too great, but, it could be down to money, guys. It could be that Emre Can's been a little bit too greedy, but... For me personally, if Emre Can wants over £200,000 to sign a contract, then it's never going to happen, is it? But I've been saying for a while, Emre Can's going anyway. So it's nothing really new to me. Maybe Emre Can's saying, I'm not going to sign unless it's over £200,000 because he wants to move anyway. So he's just trying to push it and he knows that Liverpool aren't going to give that to him, you know. Maybe it's, I've seen people saying that it's his agent that's being greedy. Emre Can's not the one doing all this, it's purely his agent. So that's for you guys. Let's have a little bit of a discussion about that as well on this live stream. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's Emre? Do you think it's his agent? Do you think these latest reports are true? You know, I've seen reports about this before, guys. I've seen about, you know, Emre wanted to be the highest paid player. I've seen that he doesn't, you know, he wants guaranteed football and that. I don't know what to fully believe on it, but where my head is at is Emre was a bit worried that, you know, Naby Keita and that was coming in. A bit worried about his position in the team. You know, Klopp is pretty open with his players. Has probably said, you're not guaranteed first team football, because that's what Jurgen Klopp would do. You know, and Emre's thought, fuck this, I'm out of here. That's where my head is at with it, guys, you know. So, but like I say, feel free to put in the comment section now what you lot think on it. If you're not watching it live, leave a comment down below. Who do you blame for all this? What do you think's going on? Even if it isn't Can or his agent, and you think that Liverpool should have done better before now with all this, you know, let me know what you guys think on it, and we can have a discussion. This is kind of linked with the Mo Salah thing in the way, guys, that, you know, apparently Mo Salah is going to turn down Real Madrid's advances in the summer because Liverpool are going to offer him a £200,000 a week deal, and he hasn't even been at the club for a year, but, you know, to sign a big deal at Liverpool, basically, to give him a contract extension, to put big buyout clauses in there, whatever, to keep him happy, is basically this report. Now, I'm seeing a few different sources that have said this, but again, from the digging that I've done with you guys sending me these messages, one of the main sources seems to be the Mirror again with this one, guys. So the reason I'm doing video on this is because you guys have messaged me about this today. It wouldn't have been something that if I would have just read this today that I would have chucked this out there in a video. But because you guys have messaged me, asking me what my views are on it, whether it's all true and stuff, you're getting your knickers in a twist, some of you, and that about it. You know, yes, I believe that Mo Salah won't be going anywhere in the summer, guys. Will they be offering Mo Salah a better contract? I believe they will. Will it be £200,000? Who knows? Who knows what it will be? But, you know, he's been at the club for a year. He's playing his best football. I'm pretty sure Liverpool will give him a good amount of money on the table to keep him happy. Is Mo Salah all about money? I don't think he is anyway. You know, he turns down gifts of houses and things like that. He does a lot for charity for his country and things. I don't think money is purely what will keep Mo Salah happy. So I don't think that I'm fully going to go, yes, like Mo Salah is turning down Real Madrid because Liverpool are going to throw all the money in the world at Mo Salah, and Mo Salah is going to be happy and stay at Liverpool purely for that reason. If that makes sense to you guys, you know. I think Mo Salah's staying at Liverpool anyway, lads. Alright, but that's what I believe of it. But like I say, when I did my digging after you guys said about it, it looks like it kind of all is revolving around a Mirror today. I feel like, you know, we haven't had football, we haven't had, like, Liverpool hasn't played, have we, because the Nationals are on. When we have an international break, basically, it's like the press, the media and that, they're like, oh my God, we need to make up stories. We need to get things flowing. We need to get interest so that we get clicks and things. I kind of feel like that's what the Mirror's done with this, and then other people have latched onto it. I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. But something that I try to do for my subscribers is, it's not that I want to be a party pooper, if you want to put it that way, but I try to keep us all grounded, you know, unless I really feel that what I'm seeing is true. And I'm getting excited about, you know, which we all do get excited about stuff, don't we? But at the moment, you know, I don't see a shift in anything. You know, the Emre Can situation hasn't changed for me. He's still probably going to go. Mo Salah, I don't think he was going anyway. So let's just sit on them, guys. But thank you for your messages today. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Like I say, the reason I'm doing a live stream today is purely because you lot have messaged me. Normally on Sundays it is family day, so I don't normally do them. But because you guys have all been asking nicely, I've done it for you lot, you know. Right. So the main topic is obviously Thomas Lemar on his future, the latest. So we will talk about that. Let me just see if any of you guys have said anything in the comment section before I jump onto that one. Right. Chan, you are not bigger than LFC and never will be, says Michael. You tell him straight, Michael. I like it. Chan can F off. Yep, to be honest, I think Lemar isn't that good, says Michael. Yep, Jerome Simpson. Hey, fam. Hey, Jerome, mate. Welcome to the stream today, buddy. How are you? Robert Blair. Sup, Daz? You alright, Robert, mate? Welcome to the stream, lads. Radcliffe. Welcome to the stream, Radcliffe, mate. How are all my lads today? How are you all doing? Oh, God. Hi, Daz. Will join. Oh, I saw that one, didn't I? My apologies, guys. Right. Jewy says, Liverpool are not messing about with this one. Trust me. We will bid less than Arsenal because we are not under pressure of bidding a lot of cash. This must be, Jewy, I believe that you must be talking about Thomas Lemar because there are links with Arsenal and that. So I will get back to that, Jewy. Like I say, I'm going to try, from now on, we'll try and keep to topics. And that's so that we don't get confused. Because I've noticed live streams are really hard to stay on topic with certain things. And for people watching it back afterwards, you know, I don't want it to be all over the place. Which I've noticed that it is. I'm trying to get a bit of a structure to it. So I'm going to try different things. So bear with me, lads, alright? Mirror is shit for gossip, says Anthony Turner. Welcome to the stream, Anthony, mate. Or Anthony. Yes, I believe so as well, mate. But, you know, some people read the Mirror and they take what they say as gossip. Gospel. So, you know, I do like to debunk certain things. I don't really believe a lot of media reports like the Mirror and stuff, you know, like papers and stuff. But it is what it is, isn't it? You know, sometimes they're right, but normally you get your information from other sources first, and like the likes of the Mirror and that, because they get their sources from the same people that we do, don't they? Is that true that Oblak is signing in the summer? Mate, as far as what I've seen, Michael, I haven't seen anything saying that Oblak's coming to Liverpool. I think people are just trying to make up random shit to get clicks this weekend. I'm not going to lie, guys. Michael, if there's anything in particular that you've seen that you want me to have a read of, mate, feel free to drop me a message on something showing me the article, and I will have a read of it. But just putting it out there, you guys have been messaging me already today about stuff, so I have been on my usual suspects of looking my sources, basically, and I haven't seen anything saying about Oblak, so I pretty much am going to say that I don't think we're going after Oblak in the summer, guys. Mitchell, welcome to the stream today, Mitchell. How are you, buddy? It's a shame he's good, and he's only going to get better, Emre. Yeah, I think... You know, I was saying, Mitchell, I believe there will be a loss to Liverpool that Emre goes, but if he's not willing to stay and fight for his position, you know, and Liverpool and Chan can't come to an agreement, then there's nothing we can do about it, is there? And something that I believe strongly is, you know, I find it weird that Emre Can, right, could be an amazing player. Maybe Klopp isn't the right manager for Emre Can, but Klopp is really good at taking players to the next step, and I would have thought that if Can was going to become a world beater, that he could have started to achieve that under Klopp. But the consistency levels hasn't been there for Emre, has it? Up until now. I haven't seen it yet. He has a quality game, he has a crap game, he has a quality game, he has a quality game, then he has a crap game, then he has a crap game, then he has a crap game, then he has a quality game. Is that because of the contract situation, though? We don't know at the moment. He could go on to another team and absolutely become a beast. So we don't know. He's shown glimpses, isn't he? So I think it'd be disappointing if he does go somewhere else and does really well. But, you know, if a player doesn't want to play for your club and they're not willing to be part of your project, I guess there's nothing we can do about it, guys. But before all this nonsense, I was like, fair play if Chan wants to go somewhere else. If Liverpool and Chan couldn't agree on things, then all the best in the future, Chan. But then obviously with some of the rumours coming out recently, if they're true, then I'm like, whatever, just go. I don't want to hear nothing else about it, you know what I mean? Like, I just want Liverpool to move on, get to the summer, you know, get some new blood in, get embedded into the team, really try and compete next year, get rid of some of the deadwood in the team as well, and see where we're at next year, you know, like, and Emre was already in that bracket for me, that he had to really pick up next year, like, consistency-wise, to prove that he belongs in the starting 11, you know. Anthony Turner says 8% of the time, it's the agent's fault. Yeah, so you mean with the Emre Can situation then? Because that was the question I asked, wasn't it? I believe so as well. I think with the Coutinho one as well, I think his agent was half the reason it was all getting pushed, to be fair. Gavin says, by the sounds of it, Chan is being Bertie big balls and he's getting too big for his boots. First it was a release clause for his refusing to sign. Now he wants a stupid amount of money by Chan. Yeah, Gavin. It does sound like, you know, Emre's kind of using, or his agent, however you want to look at it, Emre's party are using any excuse to not get that contract signed. You know, that's the way I'm looking at it, guys. It's almost like Liverpool are saying to Emre, his agent, whoever, okay, well, we're willing to maybe back down on that bit. Let's sit down again and talk about that, and then they try and throw something else in there. Try and throw something else in the pipeline, you know, and Liverpool are like, hang on a minute, no, like, we're back down on that, but we're not going to give you, like, stupid amount of wages. Like, we're not going to pay you that amount because, like, that's unfair on all the other players and things, you know, like, that's where I feel like it's going wrong. And I think all this comes down to, like I've said time and time again, Emre knows that with Keita coming in, if we get another midfielder as well in the summer, his position at the club, he might not get game time all the time. He probably wants to be a starting player for a team. But if he goes to another big club, you notice I say another big club, because that's the wording that should have been used, then surely, you know, he's not going to get guaranteed first team football anyway. So it doesn't make sense to me. But I think that's why he's ducking out, guys, to be fair. I think he's panicked. I think he probably had words with Klopp, and Klopp said, well, no, you're not guaranteed, you know, like, everyone probably knew that Naby Keita was the man that Klopp sees, you know, really changing things. And Naby Keita is going to come in and do a similar role to what Emre's doing, but better, in my opinion. So I think he was scared, guys. I think he was scared for his place in the starting 11 and wants out for that reason. So they're just using every excuse. And, you know, if they throw on the table, we want 200,000 a week, and Liverpool was like, all right, we'll give it to you, then they might go, all right, well, we sign that then. Now we're earning shit up money. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think even if Liverpool did say we're paid you 200,000 a week or more, I think they'd still turn it down, to be fair. I just think he wants to leave. I thought he was being quite professional, keeping quiet, but the more and more that's coming out, whether it's true or not, it's all a shambles. But to be fair, something I want to state as well is if all of this is false, you know, I want to say that you've got to look at it that Emre Can is being really unfairly treated by the media and that, and people that are trying to, you know, turn us fans against Emre, because it wouldn't be nice if you was in his position if all this that's coming out is false. You've got to remember that. We don't have any guarantees that this is true, but if it all is, then of course we're all pissed off. But just saying, there's a 1% chance, 2% chance that maybe it's not true, and if it's not, then you would feel for that player, wouldn't you, in that situation? For him, says, we are such a big, who would want to leave? Oh, such a big club. Yeah, definitely. I think so. You know, maybe it's because we support Liverpool, but I don't know. Like, I feel like, you look at people like Robertson and that, they love the chance to come and sign for Liverpool. So why are players like Emre Can and that now looking at Liverpool like we're a stepping stone? We're not a stepping stone, man. Players should be looking at Liverpool Football Club like we are a club that they need to get to be trying to win the Champions League, to win the Premier League and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's Liverpool Football Club, guys. They've got, like, one of the biggest fan bases in the world. Like, why are we not classed as an elite club in the players' minds? Like, it's ridiculous. What? Because we haven't been like a Real Madrid and a Barcelona that's in the Champions League every year at the moment, like competing for the Champions League every year. Like, I get that. I get that this is what the players want. But how are any of the other teams in the world going to be up there competing with Barcelona and Real Madrid and that if all players only want to go to Barcelona and Real Madrid? See what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a shifting point somewhere down the line. It's got to shift. And with the Premier League getting all the TV rights money and all that, and the money's going up in the Premier League, surely it's about time that the Premier League starts to overthrow the other leagues and that because of the money that's going into it. There will become a point, guys, honestly. Robert Blair says, Emre is ambitious and very involved in elevating his own brand. Football agents lack scruples, but they rarely act without permission from their clients. Right, so what you're saying, Robert, is basically like the agent obviously will have a part to play in it, but he's not acting without Emre Can trying to push something along. You know, the agents basically got Emre's blessing to do everything that's going on. So, which is also something that would happen because, let's face it, I did point out, like with Coutinho, the agent obviously was a bit of a nightmare, wasn't he? But Coutinho still wanted to move to Barcelona, so he was still a big part of it, obviously. And if a player's not happy with their agent and what they're doing, then they would say so and they could get rid of their agents. So I do agree with what you're saying there, Robert. Colton, welcome to stream, Colton. And Benjamin, welcome to the stream, lads. How are you today? Just seeing that you guys are in. And since the Klopp needs to buy it early this summer, get them up and running, start next season. I believe so as well, Anthony. I believe that would be what I would do. I think get the business done nice and early, you know. Get it out of the way. Have a really good, strong pre-season. And go again. But it's a World Cup year, isn't it, you know. That's the trouble as well that we've got. But yeah, get the signings out of the way so we know what Klopp knows what he's got to play with. The players know who they're going to be playing with and stuff. Start to get prepared for next year. Colton says, I heard Wenger is leaving. Reckon we should go for him. What, Arsene Wenger you want about? Or Breaking Gomez has withdrawn from the England camp. Has he, Gavin? So there you go. Gomez is now coming back to Liverpool, is he? So Gavin, is there anything that's come with that? Is there any updates like on obviously, you know, how bad the ankle injury is? Obviously, it's a little bit worse than what we're being led to believe at the moment, and if he is leaving himself. Did you see Lemar goal against Colombia, Daz? Adam, I haven't, mate. Was it any good? Michael JT, you're right, Michael, mate. How are you today? Hey, Daz, what's been said about Thomas Lemar? Right. It's about time I'll get to it, innit, guys? Because I was reading some of your comments about the other things that we spoke about. So, Thomas Lemar, guys. Basically, the situation with Thomas Lemar is there's some quotations. And again, I need to warn you that the Mirror's reported this. There's other media sources reporting this and journalists and that, as far as what I've seen when I've done the digging. But thank you for you guys that brought this to my attention this morning. Thomas Lemar has said that he was disappointed that over the last 2 transfer windows that deals fell through between Liverpool and Arsenal, basically, and himself. He would have been up for moving to Liverpool and Arsenal. Those are the 2 clubs that are in the quotations. Whether these quotations are legit, I can't give you any confirmation on that. But something I always tell you guys I do look out for is quotations. Because, you know, even though media sources and that can lie about things, they have to be careful when it comes to putting quotes from players and that, because you get all lawsuits and all that can come into play, you know, with things like that. So I do look for the quotes. But he says he's disappointed. Last 2 transfer windows, he wanted to move basically away. That kind of contradicts what we were seeing, especially in the last transfer window. The one before, it goes with it. But in the last one, the club, like Monaco, was saying that, you know, Thomas Lemar and his agent wasn't pushing for a move. So then he's come out and said this. He said that he wouldn't. He wants to keep his options open. He wants to move to the Premier League, basically. He likes the thought of playing in the Premier League. And he believes that, you know, if he keeps doing what he's doing, if he keeps playing well, then the clubs will come back in for him. So basically, the way the wording was it was like Liverpool and Arsenal basically lost interest and stopped going in for him after the last 2 transfer windows. But he believes in himself that if he keeps doing what he's doing, Liverpool and Arsenal will come back in for him. Or other teams, he's keeping his options open in the summer transfer window. So that's where we're at with the latest Thomas Lemar quotes that's been put out there today, guys. That's what you guys are messaging me about today. Are they true? Are they false? You know, it's quotes, guys. So my look on quotes, like I say, is quotes are the main things that I look for. Is it 100% true? Can't guarantee it, guys, because as always, it's media speculation, isn't it? But it does look like Thomas Lemar, as we know, still wants to move away from Monaco. You know, funny how Liverpool and Arsenal get brought up into this again. What we do know from, you know, more of not the last transfer window, but the one before, it looks like Liverpool would probably be his preferred destination. That got carried over to the last transfer window. There was a lot of reports saying that he would prefer a move to Liverpool. You know, with Thomas Lemar, guys, let's just wait and see where Liverpool's heads are at in the summer, I think, with it. I think if you look and you try and dissect the quotations, he was basically saying that Liverpool and Arsenal dropped their interest in the last transfer window from him, is what I look at. It's like Monaco wanted too much for him, and Liverpool and Arsenal both wasn't willing to meet that. They both wasn't interested. Because he was saying, I believe in myself, if I keep playing away, I am, that they will come back in for me in the summer. So, believe what you want with that one. Believe, you know, it's up to you if you want to believe the quotes or not, but that's what I found doing my digging. I believe that maybe Liverpool are going to look elsewhere, to be honest. I was never fully convinced with Thomas Lemar. He is a good player, and he can play multiple positions, you know, so he would be a good acquisition. But for the amount of money that was being touted and thrown around, I don't know whether it would be good business for Liverpool. There's no guarantees that he would come to the Premier League, would play for Liverpool and do really, really well. Something that I do want to point out though is what I've been saying recently is I think that we could do with getting a left winger to compete with Mane for that left wing spot, because Mane's consistency levels this year has been very up and down, isn't it, guys? So I think that it would be worthwhile trying to get someone to give Mane a bit of a kick up the arse, and if Mane's not performing, he could get dropped and we could have a quality left winger out there. Is Thomas Lemar that man? I don't know. Let me know in the comment sections below, or you know, in the chat section now what you think of that. Would you still get Thomas Lemar? I don't know whether I would, guys, but if not, who would you like as that left winger? I just think that we do need one, but I don't know whether it would be Thomas Lemar, but that's the latest, guys. So get in the chat. Let me know what you think on all that, guys. Have you seen similar? Do you believe it? What do you make of it all? Let's see what you're saying, you know. Chan, I mean, and his greedy agent is who is to blame, says Michael Dunn. Yeah, Colton says maybe sign Tadic, Ryan Fraser and Glenn Murray as cover. So, like, you're looking as, like, squad players there, Colton, mate, I see. Are you going for a Fraser because, like, he's a bit of a thorn, isn't he? Like, to put it lightly. Benjamin says, yo, Daz. I think I said hello to you anyway, Ben, but just in case I didn't, hello again. Colton, when Salah leaves, sign Isco and Suso. I would love Isco. We've been linked with Isco loads. I believe that Suso would never come back to Liverpool because, you know, I think we messed up with Suso. I think we got rid of him and we should have given him a bit of a chance and we didn't. So I believe that Suso would never come back, but there was a lot of shouts for us going in for him in the last transfer window. But I don't think that would ever happen. But Isco, I think, would be a good bit of business, you know. But I hope we don't lose Salah. I hope we do get to keep Salah for a while, you know. But yeah, who would you, I don't think there is a replacement for Salah, like with the form that he's in this year. But say in a few years' time, there'd be more players out. So I don't think you could look at who would be a replacement, because I see a lot of people online at the moment saying Bale's not a good enough replacement for Salah. So then I'm like, so if Salah was to go, who would you guys be wanting as a replacement? I think I would probably move Mane back out to the right wing and then look for a left winger. But I don't want Salah to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to say that now before you think that I meant that. I can't wait to see Naby in action next season. Me either, Michael, me either. I think it's going to be quality. Will Salah to Madrid or Barcelona? I don't believe it's going to happen, guys, especially not to Barcelona. I think Real Madrid are the only threat that we've got, guys. I think they're the only ones financially that would be able to afford it in the summer. I think the only other teams around the world that could afford that move, I don't think they're going to up the money. And the only teams that I think Salah would go to, I don't think they will be able to afford it this summer because of, you know, ins and outs over the last couple of windows. I just think Real Madrid are the only ones that do worry me a bit, but I don't think it will happen, not in the summer. I think we got him for a little while yet, guys. Suso wasn't good enough when we sold him. He won't be good enough now. Yeah, that's why he didn't get his chance, isn't it? Like, and that's why I think he won't come back. No matter how good Suso got, I really don't think, if Liverpool went in for him, I don't think Suso would entertain it, to be honest. God, this head flu, man. Seriously. I won't be able to do too much longer because I feel like absolute, like, death warmed up, seriously. I'd like us to go for, is that Jonathan Tah? Irish, mate. Colton says Tah. I'd rather go for Johnny Evans. Once Mank, never read. Colton, yeah, Ferno, hello. Hello, Ferno, how are you today, mate? 3 million bargain, just won a game on Fortnite. Well done, Ferno, mate. Krishna, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? The only teams that can buy Salah are Real Madrid, Barca and PSG. All of them have stars in the right wing role. Bale, Dembele and Mbappe. The 19 to 20 season is when Real Madrid may go for Salah to replace Bale. Yeah, there you go, mate. There you go. It's not just that. You've got to look at the money situations as well. Barca and PSG, are they really going to be in a situation in the summer to be able to afford Mohamed Salah? I don't think they are. I think Real Madrid's the only ones. They're going to be in a situation to try and make a deal happen, and that would be if they're trying to include Gareth Bale in a deal. I don't think it's going to happen, though, guys. Honestly, I'm really not worried about Mo Salah in the summer. I'm very, very calm about it, to be honest. I don't know why. I just think if I'm looking at it logically, I just can't see Mo Salah going within a year. I don't think Real Madrid are going to be able to get a deal done. I can see Liverpool, you know, putting a good deal on the table. Mo Salah, you know, playing at least another year at Liverpool after this one. What's beyond that, I don't know. No one knows. With the way the market's going, you know, we don't know what the future holds for Liverpool Football Club with FSG or whatever. we don't know none of it, do we? So I can't guarantee anything, but what I would say is that I'm really, really sure that Mo Salah's not going in this summer, but anything's possible, I guess. Tara's 21, we can make him a top player, says Irish. I think Jonathan Tara's a good player, you know. Anthony says, press missed off time, twist the player's words. No way Chan will be on a bench at 2 teams in Spain and Italy. Fact. No way Emre Can will be on the bench at 2 teams in Spain and Italy. Fact. So, I think, Anthony, I think what you're trying to say there, mate, is the press always twist what players are saying. So you believe that the players, Emre's words were twisted with that, which is why I keep saying, you know, I haven't had a full rant about Emre Can over it. I said if it's true, he's a dickhead, but if it's not, then, you know, you got feel for him, because the way everyone's turned on him, like, if he's not said that, then it's harsh, isn't it? You know, it wouldn't be nice if everyone turned on you over something you didn't say. And you say no way Emre would be on the bench at 2 teams in Spain and Italy. Fact. I don't know what you kind of was trying to get at with that one, mate. If that makes sense. What teams are you trying to say? Does Naby sign for Liverpool on June 1st or July 1st? That's a good point, Michael. I don't know, actually, off the top of my head without looking it up. Lemar is so overrated. I'd rather Origi, to be honest. You'd take Origi back over Lemar. I don't know if I'd take Origi back. He had his chance, didn't he? And he's not really been doing too well this year, has he? Let's face it. Mitchell, it's our trophy cabinet, Daz. No silverware for such a long spell. That's the trouble. That's where Liverpool need to, you know, start to get trophies back in the cabinet. We've got a good manager now, haven't we? You know, and we've got, like, the project there, but we've got to start showing the players and that we can actually win things, plus put a bit of money on the table to really start to, you know, show these players that we're classed as one of the biggest teams still in the world. We've got the fans, like I was saying, but we need to start winning the trophy scheme, because something that really upsets me is when we're having rows of people online, like Man United supporters and that, and they're like, oh yeah, hate it when Liverpool fans are trying to argue, and it's like, what have you won in the last 10 years? This is our list. And it's like, you can't argue with that because they have won a lot more than us. And it's like, it's annoying, isn't it? You know, but it's hard because we love Liverpool, and to us, Liverpool is the biggest team. They're the best, you know, but I'm not biased. I know Liverpool aren't the most successful in recent times, you know, but I'm still so passionate about Liverpool that I just want us to get back there. They are a massive club in the world to me, and I hate it if I think that players don't look at Liverpool like a big club, because they are still classed as a big club. And to a lot of players out there, they are a big club. You know, like, you see what it means to players, like I say, like to Robertson and that. When they sign for us, they're like, oh my God, like, it's a dream. You know, like, and you know that he means that. You see when he steps out on that pitch, the passion and dedication that he puts into his play is because he looks at Liverpool like, yes, I've made it. You know, that's what I want to see from top players as well. And look how good Robertson has been for us. Like, Robertson is a top player, but what I mean is, like, these players that are so-called big names, like, that's what I want to see again. I want to see these players look at Liverpool like not a stepping stone. They're the team that they, you know, Liverpool's a team that they come to win things as well. But to win it, we need to get these players in the door and keep them. So to do that, you kind of got to throw the money up front, like these teams are doing, to win it. It's catch-22 at the moment. Until something gives, I don't know whether we're ever going to get there, and it's horrible at the moment. Us Liverpool fans have kind of been stuck in this, like, limbo, haven't we, for too long. Something's got to give, guys. I'd rather have Fekir over Draxler. Me too, Ferno, me too. Every time I watch Lemar, he's nothing special. I haven't been, like I say, I haven't been too convinced by Lemar. I love Fekir. I think Fekir is quality. Draxler, I think, is a good player, but he had his chance to come to us. He turned us down, went to PSG. How did that turn out? Not great. I'm not convinced that Klopp would go back in for Draxler, because, you know, Klopp wanted Draxler. Draxler turned us down, and I think that will mean a lot to Klopp. I think Klopp would be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You chose to go for money. You know, you chose to go to them over Liverpool. I don't know whether Klopp would go back in for him. I don't know, guys. It could be wrong. No, they are not legit. The mirror is full of BS. Yes, they are, mate. You hit the nail on the head with that one. He only has a good cross on him. Yep. Daz, I've sent you a screenshot of the tweet from SSN. Okay, mate. Thank you very much. Let me just get this up. I'll get this up so that I can obviously see it while I'm on stream. Breaking. Joe Gomez has withdrawn from the England squad after picking up an ankle injury during a 1-0 win over on Friday. Right, thank you very much, Gavin. So, they're still not giving any details, which is a little bit of a concern, don't you think, Gavin? Why are they not releasing details? You know, they were saying that there was going to be further tests and further investigation into the ankle injury. I just want to know how serious it is. The fact that he's now leaving, you know, England, like, is a little bit of a concern. It's worse than what I thought. When I saw that he was remaining with the international team, I was like, okay, that's good news. Because that means that it can't be that bad. But the fact that he's now pulling away, is that Liverpool, it's not that bad, but Liverpool saying, look, come back, we'll treat you here. We've got big games coming up in the Champions League. We need you. Is that possibly what's gone on there? I don't know. We need a bloody statement, don't we? I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow. See whether they release anything tomorrow, I guess. But thank you for sending that, Gavin, mate, you legend. Robert, unless Lemar has a blinder in the World Cup, I don't see him going for 90 mil. Me either, Robert. Me either, mate. Also, after the season he's had with Monaco, he needs to prove himself before he gets big wages. Yeah, 100%. You know, I thought it was crazy in the first place to say 90 mil for Thomas Lemar. I never understood why he was, you know, had a price tag of 90 million put on him. I thought it was stupid money, absolutely stupid. And in the last transfer window, they was trying to say, oh yeah, we start the bidding at 60 million or whatever. They were trying to say, and I was like, it's crazy. Like, you know, the whole situation with Thomas Lemar always threw me off a bit. Something just never added up to me. And I've always had it in my head that Thomas Lemar would never really come off. And I still don't. I kind of feel like Thomas Lemar was just a pawn used by Arsenal to please their fans. Like Arsenal used Thomas Lemar to make it look like they was trying to make a big signing. Liverpool used Thomas Lemar for whatever reason, to make Liverpool fans, well, to make another club maybe drop on something else. I don't know. I don't know what the idea was, that whether they was using it as a smokescreen for something else. I don't know. I never feel like Liverpool or Arsenal was 100% willing to pay big money for Thomas Lemar. That's just my honest opinion on it, guys. But Mitchell says, I rate Origi. I think he'd at least be halfway to double figures if he had Solanke and Ings play time. Okay, you know, I thought Origi had the skill set to do well. I thought he started to do well. I think, you know, you look at him against Borussia Dortmund and all that when he played, like, he was unbearable for their defence. Like, you know, he become an animal. He had to gain a bit of size, didn't he? Like, you know, Klopp told him to build up a bit. He went away, he did that. Like, starting to be a really, really good player. Like, you know, he pushed Daniel Sturridge's nose out of it, didn't he? You could tell Daniel Sturridge was a bit like, shit, I've got real competition here. And then all of a sudden it was like, okay, you've got the platform, Origi, show us what you've got. And then he just let himself down, you know, and then he's gone out on loan, and it's like, this is your chance to prove, you know, that you can come back to Liverpool and get your place back, and he hasn't done it. And, you know, that's what's annoyed me with Origi. Maybe it was a confidence knock. I don't know, guys, but I think Origi had the skill set. You know, he was good in the air. He proved that he could finish. He proved that he could really, like, fit Klopp's mould of, like, hurrying people. You know, he was aggressive. I liked him. I did like him, but then he let himself down for me. So, yeah, as far as what I'm concerned, I don't feel like he will ever get another look in at Liverpool. But if he come back and he got to that stage that he was at before, when he started scoring a lot of goals and that, and showing that, you know, he could come up with the goods, then, yeah, I would take it back and give him a chance. But I can't see it, mate. I don't know what happened to him. I really don't. He just went missing, didn't he? We've seen that with players over the years. Start doing really well and then all of a sudden went missing. I mean, you look at Mario Balotelli. I mean, Balotelli's attitude absolutely stinks. So that didn't help him. But Balotelli has the skill set, but absolutely went missing, didn't he? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know why some people throw it away. Michael says, if he does still want to go, then Klopp needs to get the deal done for Lemar as soon as the window open. Yeah, we need to act fast, definitely. We do need to act fast. I think a lot of teams will act fast in the summer transfer window. I think you'll see a lot of deals done early. The big deals will be done early, I believe, because you've got to think about the World Cup and that, guys. For us to compete for the league, our midfield needs to score more goals. As of now, Milner, Hendo, Gini, 1 goal each. Chan 6, Ox 4. Compare this to Man City midfield. David Silva 9, Kevin De Bruyne 8. 4, Gundogan 7. Yes, I fully agree with you there. It's something that I've been saying, that we need a goal scorer in midfield. That was my one concern with Coutinho leaving, was Coutinho never scored tons of goals, but Coutinho was your goal scorer from midfield. And I believe that if you got a striker, Firmino dropped to midfield, Firmino would get you goals from midfield. But the fact that Firmino works so well up top the way he is at the moment, you don't want to drop him from that position, because that could hurt Salah and that. So, yeah, you need to get a goal-scoring midfielder in. Someone that can score from outside the box, you know. And I think the lads do need to work on getting goals in midfield, you know. So, I definitely do agree with what you're saying there. LJ says that injury versus Everton destroy him. Yes. Yeah, it's a good shout there. Matt says it's okay. You're right, Matt, mate. How are you today? Mitchell says Man City are freaky this season. Can't really compare. No, they're ridiculously good, aren't they? We have got a tough task on our hands, and now with Emre Can and Joe Gomez as well. We're short Emre Can and Joe Gomez by the looks of it. Even coming up to them games, it's a bit of a blow, isn't it? So that's not the best news for us fans, is it? Hopefully Gomez is back for Man City game. I hope so, Harold, mate. How are you, buddy? I do hope so. I hope he's back, but you know, even leading up to it, we could have done with like being able to swap and rotate players, having match sharp players. I'm a little bit concerned, to be honest. You know, Emre Can was going to be a start for me as well against Man City before all this stuff started coming out, and then the back injury and that. At Anfield, I wanted to see us play with maybe Emre Can and Jordan Henson as 2 sitting holding midfielders, because I think that we should try and keep a clean sheet, like I said before. Klein needs to start, says Jake. Yeah, Klein against Crystal Palace, I want to see Klein get a few minutes, see how he does. Because we could do with Klein, you know, getting some game time, see how, you know, fit he is, see how sharp he's looking. He's played for the unders, hasn't he? So, be good to get him some first team football, see where his head's at. Plus, it'd be good to give Trent a little bit of rest, because we could need Trent in a busy period, like with the Man City games as well. So, definitely, Jake. Definitely, Klein needs to start to feature, doesn't he? See how he does. Anthony says, Chan would be on the bench all the time at Real Madrid, Barca, Juventus, Milan. Oh, you're saying he would be on the bench at all them clubs? Yeah, I think so as well, mate. I think so. He's not going to get into the first teams, is he? Like, straight away. Hold on, lads. Are you bringing me, like, a lovely cup of tea? Yeah. And why is this? Is it because I've got the man flu?
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you think of the man flu? I'm dying, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's evil, isn't it?
Yeah, it's...
I'm so ill, aren't I?
Yeah, you are really, really ill.
You know what I mean? I'm really, really ill.
Yeah.
Are you taking a piss?
Of course not, babe. Bye.
Thank you for the tea. Love you.
Love you. Oh, I need his juice.
Can't have his juice. It's got man flu. See you later. Thank you very much. Right, anyway, as I was saying, guys. See, women don't believe it, do they, guys? But you all know, we all know, don't we? Man flu is evil. It's the worst thing in the world. Right, what was I saying? Mikey Garner. Hi, Dad. You alright, Mikey, mate? How are you today? I'm okay, mate. I've got man flu, so it's horrible, isn't it? And would love us to sign Lemar. His pass / quash. Quash? Going like Jonathan Wass there, and like cross is quality. So you're a fan of Thomas Lemar then. See, I've never been fully like convinced by him, but I know everyone was split. Even when we were fully linked with him in the transfer windows, all of us were fully split down the middle. Some people absolutely loved Thomas Lemar and wanted him so desperately, and then there was others of us that was like, oh, I don't know. And then there was even more that was like, no, don't want him, he's shit. Assam says, hello, Matt. Hello, Assam, mate. How are you? I think that was hello, Matt, to Matt that's on the stream. Might not be hello, mate, or whatever, but I was saying hello anyway. Harold says Klein needs to play against Crystal Palace. I agree. If he's going to play against City, we can't play Trent against City. Yeah. I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. Chan, for me, is too selfish. He thinks about himself. Yep. Oh, I thought the German manager said Chan's injury isn't bad. He tried to, but then Chan's coming home, isn't he? Chan's coming home, so he's worse than what initially was thought, I believe, mate. Even Klopp said that he didn't look too bad, you know. It was a bit of a precaution. And Chan, apparently, Klopp said Chan doesn't feel like it's too bad, but he tried to train. and the back injury was playing him up still. So he's now left his international team, I believe, is what I've seen, and he's coming back to Liverpool to receive further treatment on it, guys. So that's the latest with that one. Ain't your lass a star, says Anthony Turner. She is indeed, mate. She is indeed. You've got to have a good woman, ain't you, mate, to make your teas and that. She still don't believe me, though, mate, about being ill. But at least she made me a cup of tea. I guess that's all I can hope for, innit? Daz, she's taking a piss out of you, Daz. I know, Michael. I know, mate. Yeah, the man flu is evil. It is, lads. Right, lads, I'm off. Catch you later, Daz. Take care, Gavin, mate. Thank you for joining me today, buddy. Hopefully speak to you soon, Gavin, my friend. Thank you for sending me that link as well, mate. Manuel Lanzini. Gavin, if you see anything in the future, if you're still there, send it to me about that, like the Joe Gomez thing or whatever, if you see anything. Blue Tick says, Manuel Lanzini identified by Jurgen Klopp as a replacement for Philip Coutinho, rumoured. I've seen this today, Blue Tick, because people were sending me about all this. And obviously the Mirror, with some of these links and that, the Mirror also reported, guys, about Lanzini being a target for Jurgen Klopp. But I really, really don't believe it. I didn't really want to bring it up because these rumours have been coming up for, what, the last 2-3 transfer windows. Let's just put it in the chat now, guys. And if you're watching it back, you're not live, put it in the comment section. Lanzini, do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Would you take Lanzini? Would you not? My belief on it all is no. I don't want Lanzini. I don't think he's Liverpool quality. He's good for them, you know, and he's good for a mid-table team. Would he come into Liverpool and make the starting 11? No, not on my Nelly. I don't want him to be a starting 11 for Liverpool. Would he be a good squad player? I don't even think he'd make the squad, to be honest. If Liverpool really have a good summer transfer window and bring in top quality players, then Lanzini wouldn't even get a look in with the squad rotation because you'd have Ox and that would surely be a squad player and things, you know, which I think is better than Lanzini. Ox has got a higher ceiling than Lanzini for me. But let me know anyway, guys. Let me know in the chat quickly before I end up ending the stream, you know. Join the club, my lass. It's the same. Good man, good man. Oh, that's, you know, that's what it's like, isn't it? Like, you've got to have a good woman, but also, you know, they do take the mick out of us as well, don't they? They never get it, mate. They will never get it, will they? California Dreaming, you're right, mate. Welcome to the stream today, mate. Hi, Daz. Hannah has a nice voice. Do you think Liverpool... Yeah, she has, mate. You know, sweet nothings in my ear and that. Normally calling me all the names under the sun, to be honest. Do you think Liverpool will continue to play 4-3-3 next season? Or does it depend on who the club bring in this summer? That's a really, really good question, actually. I think Klopp's system, right, the way he likes to play, I think it does suit the 4-3-3, but we have seen different formations already this year to change it up. Even towards the end of the game, you see like us go with 3 centre backs and that later on in the game. You know, I believe if we have the right transfer window, like the summer transfer window, then I believe that you may see more defensive formations next season, to be fair. I think some games we need to be a bit more defensive. Get a couple of goals up and you'll see us go more defensive. So we may start with a 4-3-3. You know, be really aggressive, try and get a couple of goals, get a goal or two. And then you'll see us go with 3 at the back, you know, 4 in the middle maybe. I don't know, 5 in the middle. I don't know. You might see 5 at the back. Who knows? But I think we will definitely see more formations next year because I believe that we have seen different formations already this year, especially towards the latter of the season. I think when we saw a bit of a dip in our run this year, I believe it's because they was trying different things and we've now seen like it get a little bit better. I think the tweaking, you know, has paid off a little bit, and I believe with the right players coming in the summer, I believe it will only get better. So I believe we will see a bit more of the same next year, you know. But it's a good question, mate. It is a good question because obviously Liverpool, a lot of people do say that Klopp likes his 4-3-3, and Klopp's admitted he loves a 4-3-3, but I do think we do see it change a lot in the game. We may start 4-3-3, but it definitely does change up in the game. Harold, oh, where was it, Harold? I think we will play 3 at the back more often. I believe so as well, Harold. I do believe so as well, mate. Right, I'm off too, Daz. We'll talk later. Fight Mayweather's your Neville clone, you legends. Take care, Michael. Thank you for joining me as always, you top mod. Speak to you later, you legend. Anthony, no, not next level. No, mate, no. Harold, next season. Yeah, Mikey Garner. Daz, I've asked you about Emil Forsberg before. Yeah, good player, mate. Don't think he's been as good as he were last year. Would you want him to sign for us? I think he's a good player, but I don't think he would suit Liverpool, to be honest. You know, I think, look, he would suit us in the counter-attacking sense, because I think Forsberg's very good when it comes to like the counter-attack and that. But I believe that Liverpool have already got too many counter-attacking players, so would I sign him? Probably not, because I think we need different types of players now. But if we needed the counter-attacking types of players, then I think he's good in that sense. Yeah, you know, I do rate him. I do think he's a good player, but I think Forsberg probably needs to stay like where he is, to be honest. I don't know whether he would do amazing in the Premier League. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I see him. But Premier League is quite good, actually, for teams that counter-attack. I don't know. Forsberg may end up going to a team like Leicester. I could be wrong. I think Forsberg would probably suit Leicester, to be fair. What do you reckon on that, Mikey? Blue tick, which player do you think Liverpool should sign as a replacement for Coutinho? I don't know, because I reckon, you know, if I was to really throw out a name that I would love, but I don't think they're going to, it would be Fekir. I think Fekir would be that creative flair that Liverpool should go after, to be honest. But I reckon that Naby Keita is probably going to play that role that Coutinho was playing, but better, because he's better as a box-to-box. He's better defensively than what Coutinho was, you know. But he'd play that same position as what Coutinho did, is what I think. You know, which is where you see Emre Can pick up quite a lot when he's not playing holding. So if Henson's playing and Emre's not playing the holding role, then you see Emre Can playing more of an advanced role, and that's where Naby Keita will be playing. That's why I think Emre's not too happy, to be fair. But yeah, I would love to get Fekir, to be fair, to play that advanced role. But will it happen? Probably not, mate. Probably not. Ox has the hunger again, and good to see. And he'll be better next season. I believe so as well, mate. You know, a few people have said to me, do you think Ox has hit his ceiling at Liverpool now? I don't believe so. I really don't. I think he's better now than what he was at Arsenal. I think he's getting, you know, he's got a manager that is believing in him, giving him the time, you know, to play in midfield where he wanted to play. He's got players around him that he's enjoying playing with. You know, he looks a lot better than when we first got him. His confidence levels are going up. I love his work rate. His work rate's fantastic, isn't it? You know, like, he shows great determination, like, and that on the ball, doesn't he? Like, and to win the ball back in midfield. I think when Ox is on the ball, he makes our holding midfielders have a better game. Henson or Emre Can, everyone says has a good game when Ox is in midfield with them. And I think that's because Ox does a lot of tracking back and a lot better in midfield. And I think he makes the players around him look better, even if Ox doesn't get all the plaudits. I believe it is down to Ox. And I think he will only get better. And like you say, next season, mate, I think he will be a lot better. I've got high praise for Ox, and I think I believe that Ox will be one of our main players for the next few years. I think he really will. I think, you know, and Lallana last year was like one of our main players on the team sheet. I can see that being like an Ox next year. I think Lallana, you know, with his injury worries and that, I think Ox may overtake Lallana. And you guys may like go, no way, and all this. But seriously, with Lallana's injury concerns and that, I can see Ox being more of a main player for Liverpool than Lallana over the next few years. Let me know what you guys think on that, especially you, Anthony, because it was like you that was saying that. But yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is. For you guys as well, obviously on the Bench LFC, my other channel, I put a video up. And people on there was commenting, some of you guys have been saying about Jack Wilshere and that, and saying, would I take him? I want to just comment on that quickly as well. Am I right in saying that Jack Wilshere's not available for England because of his knee again? So the answer to anyone saying, would you take Jack Wilshere even on a free? Surely, guys, you know, even if it's free, it's still wages. He will still take up a lot of our wages. I would have to say no, because he is so riddled with injuries, isn't he? Like, we'd get rid of Daniel Sturridge. I wouldn't want to take Jack Wilshere because he's another injury concern, isn't he? 4-3-3, 5-3-2, says Anthony. Yep. Picky. You're right, Picky, mate. How are you today? We have to let Chan go. Yeah. Take care, Michael, says Matt. I just hope Salah can replicate this season form next season. Me too, Matt. It would be lovely, wouldn't it? Plus, it would shut everyone up that's saying that Mo Salah is going to be a one-season wonder. Because that annoys me. Because how can you say that a player is going to be a one-season wonder before they even have a chance? Do you get what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even say that about a Man United player. I don't do things like that. And they're like the team that I hate the most. You know, I don't want any of their players to do well, but for obvious reasons. But, you know, it just makes me laugh that people are doing that. They're trying to put him down before he even has finished this season. Like, it's ridiculous. California, do you think the praise Chamberlain has received recently is justified, or are fans getting carried away because he started the season so slowly? I probably already answered that in what I was saying, mate. You probably took my wording as your answer. But, yeah, I don't think fans are getting carried away because I do have high praise for him. I think Ox has got a lot more to give yet. You know, I believe that he does still have rocky moments and games that he isn't at his best yet, but that will come. You know, he's still bedding into Liverpool. He's still getting used to his surroundings, the players, and learning new systems and things. It will come. But, you know, I think he suits us. And he's shown as well qualities as like a leader. And I think Liverpool need more players like that in the team. We've got Van Dijk in now, you know. Henson is our captain. Milner is a leader. You know, Ox has that way about him that he, you know, you've seen it in interviews and that, the way he protects players and things like. We need more players like that. Naby Keita, apparently he's very like, he likes to be like a leader, you know, like we need people like that, guys. So yeah, I think he's got a bright future. Might see Bobby Firmino and replacement and get a new striker. Yep. As a replacement, you mean? Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Mikey, I think Forsberg would help us unlock defences. His link-up play is good. Yeah. I see him as a Lallana replacement, to be honest, because Lallana is 31, I think, now. Yeah, I can't think how old Lallana is, but he's not a spring chicken, is he? And I think that with their injuries as well, like I was saying with Lallana, I can really see like Lallana starting to dip out of the first team more and more. I hate that because I do like Lallana. And last season, like I say, he was like the first name on the team sheet, wasn't he, pretty much? But is Lallana going to really recover fully from all these injuries? Is he going to be able to get a run of games to stay fully match sharp constantly? I hope so. I do hope so, because I believe that would be lovely for Lallana and it'd be lovely for us, because a fully fit and functional Adam Lallana is brilliant for Liverpool, isn't it? But how much longer will Lallana's body hold out, you know, because we are seeing that, you know, even now I believe that because he's not match sharp and that, like he looks a little bit lightweight in the games, doesn't he? Like he's being nudged off the ball a bit too easy, and we need a bit of a combative midfield sometimes, and Lallana's maybe not that person, whereas Ox is a little bit more stronger, isn't he, in midfield? So that's why I'm saying Ox maybe be the replacement that Klopp might have been thinking, right, get Ox in now, you know, and he could be the one that takes over Lallana in the future. Who knows? I don't know, but it may be possible, eh? Do you want Gomez to play against City if available? Yeah, I would do, mate, and well fit. Or do you want Klein to play against City, and don't you think it would be a bad idea to put Klein into a big game like that after injury? As Gomez played more game than Klein, because Klein coming in will need to adapt again to the team. Good question, Blue Tick, mate. I would love Gomez if he's fully fit to play against City. That's why I think it's such a big blow that, you know, he's got this injury from the international break. I think it would be a bad idea to put Klein in against City. I think the way I would try and do it is if Gomez is still injured for the City game, then for me, Trent would play the City game, and I'd try to use Kleiny to help rest Trent around it, if you know what I mean, or bring up a youngster, you know. It depends, and it depends how good Klein's fitness levels are and stuff. But because you don't also want to fuck Klein over too much either, because there's also an option of putting James Milner at right back against Palace and stuff. James Milner is very versatile. You know, if Crystal Palace don't have Zaha back available, because obviously he's been out of an injury, if they don't have him back, there's no reason why James Milner, we can't play with three at the back, you know, and have James Milner as a right wing back. I don't know why we couldn't do that. Let me know your views on that, guys. I'm going to have to shut it down in a sec, though, because like I say, she's going to be waiting to give me my dinner in a minute, and I need to get off because I'm going to go and curl up in a bowl with this man flu. LJ says, Lallana 29, moving on 30. I know you hate when someone correct you too. Lol. I want me. I never said it anyway, so there you go. So there you go, guys. He's 29, you know what I mean? I don't like to ever say anything unless I'm 100% sure on it, you know what I mean? So I didn't know whether he was like coming up 31 or not. That's why I was like, I'm not too sure. Because the last thing that I like is if I turn around and was like, oh yeah, Adam Lallana's like 50, you know what I mean? And when someone's like, no, he's not. Like, because you guys can sit and you can Google it quick. I'm trying to read the chat and like talk to you lot. So I could go on Google and stuff and do that, but I can't see the point in it. You know what I mean? Like, so I normally say, I don't know. You could be right without me looking it up or whatever. Unless I'm pretty sure I know something, I won't say it. But yeah, thank you for letting us know anyway, mate. I'm going, great show. Big thumbs. Get Butland, Fakir, Lallana is struggling. Squad player now. Shane Klopp needs to start playing Ings or let him go. Yeah, thank you for joining, Anthony, mate. It's been a pleasure getting your views on this stream today. And thank you for saying it's been a great show, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Speak to you soon, hopefully, buddy. Gaming lad, hey, sorry I'm late. I watched American Sniper with my dad. Quality film, mate. Quality film. I'm going to head off anyway, mate. So I'm sorry that you've only just joined, Gaming lad. But you know what you can do. You can always pull the bar back. But I've been streaming for nearly an hour. Daz, when you say to people, message me, what do they message you on? Mikey, so you can inbox me on Twitter. You know, you can add me on Twitter. You can message me on Twitter anyway. Or Facebook. Obviously, I've got On The Bench LFC on Facebook. You can message me on that. Let people message me. Plus, in the description, you can email that email address as well. A lot of people seem to email me, to be fair. I get tons of emails to that email address. So, yeah, feel free to email me, mate. But I want to say quickly, anyone that does email me, make sure when you email me to tell me what your YouTube name is. Because I find that I often, and you guys that do email me will know, I often have to, like, put in an email back, what's your YouTube name? Because I know all you guys by your YouTube names. I don't know you by your email names. So it's just easier for me if you just say, hi Daz, like it's blah, blah, blah from YouTube, you know, and then straight away, that way, we get all the pleasantries out the way, don't we? And then we can talk business, whatever you want to talk about. So yeah, yeah, the best bet, Mikey, is literally just to email me, mate. It's quite easy, innit? And the email is in the description, buddy. It's on the bench LFC anyway, innit? Just wondered. Take care, mate. Get well soon. Thank you, Anthony, mate. Take care of yourself as well, buddy. And can you have a look at the Salah song on Game Jam? Okay, yeah, I'll have a look, mate. I'll have a look if it's any good. Boom. Sorry, I'm late, lads. You all right, Thomas, mate? You are late. You're very late. But at least you didn't miss it altogether, Thomas. So you still only missed one or two or whatever it was that you've only missed, mate. So, but thank you for trying to join anyway, mate. Thanks for the video today, Daz. It's always a highlight of my day. Oh, glad to hear it, mate. You're welcome, lads. I'm going to go and die and curl up in a ball now. I've got man flu in her, so feel sorry for me, guys. You know, feel sorry for me. Someone's got to, because she's not going to, is she? I expect sympathies from you blokes, my fellow man. You know? Right. Glad you enjoyed the stream, guys. Like I say, if you wasn't watching it live, feel free to leave comments down below, guys. Do what you always do. Message me on anything you've got me on. Email me. And you email us in the description. You know, feel free to send me messages, guys. And I will read them. And I will talk to you lot around it. You know, I'm going to go and have my dinner. Because I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. I've been on the bench TV. You've all been legends. You know, let's see what happens when it comes to the summertime. Innit? Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekends.